The following podcast is a member of the Pokecasters Network. Pokecasters Network, supporting Pokemon content creators, their shows, and the community of Pokemon fans. To find out more, check out PokecastersNetwork.com or find us on Twitter and Facebook.
I'm beaming it directly into your brain.
Oh, is that what that weird kind of warm feeling is? Warm, fuzzy feeling over in the...
Uh-oh. It shouldn't be warm. Uh-oh.
Hello everyone, welcome to Not a Scratch, the only podcast that believes that Scratch is an overpowered move. I am your host, your PM, your DM, your GM, Anirudh himself, and with me here feeding their ramen cat.
It's me, Muhammad. Listen, sometimes the ramen just gets hungry and you gotta do what you gotta do. And over to my right is someone holding a nickel-sized D2.
It's me, the ramen cat. I'm Daisy.
Now the question is, are you ramen or are you cat?
The world may never know.
Daisy's like, no music, no cuts. It's coming out right now. Forget the previous episode. No one needs that. It's not like anything happened in that episode. Or did it? We can discuss, of course, with senior correspondent Mansoor, who was scheduled to be here. I thought he would have. Did he contact either of you guys?
Oh my god, that was the meanest slide. That was the meanest screwball you could have possibly thrown. Oh my goodness. I was ready to swing at a history book, and then you hit me with a Mansoor segue? Oh my goodness. I got whiplash. That was filthy. Good job.
I've been practicing very hard. I've bbeen training with the best. I'm not gonna lie. I asked Randy Johnson for advice, the baseball pitcher, not for the screwball tips, but just throwing things. He just taught me how to throw things, and that just happened to be a screwball.
Anirudh just pulled the meanest flick of the Wiimote we've seen since like 2011. Oh my god. He did not make a throwing motion with his arm. He just hit that flick of the wrist, and that thing just bent.
Great. Speaking of, like I said, Mansoor, has he contacted either of you guys? Because last I remember, he was just flying, and I don't know.
Might still
he was
be
scheduled
flying.
to be here to do the. You should probably text him. We should probably text him. Shout out Mansoor. You know what he would say though? Something joke history book.
One thing happened last time. That was it.
It was a very entertaining thing, in my opinion. Alternatively, Daisy hyperspeeds this episode editing, in which case nobody knows what happens. I'm not going to reveal anything. All I'm going to say, for completely unrelated reasons, is that I bought a new set of dice. So, without further ado, because we need to, great, let's dive on in. Splash, 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 splash. And we can splash extra loud now, because now that we've hit the episode, we can actually talk about things that happened in the previous episode, including Rotom evolved, except not really, because it's not an evolution, it's just an alternative form thingy thing that we've had an entire backstory, and you should probably listen to the entire season, yada yada yada. But
have
Rotom Wash version, you have. Wash showed up. Daisy, you were controlling Wash for brief moment, right?
Wash showed up and then got Crystal crashed into the wall.
Oh, that's right, yes.
Huh?
And we had to decide whether they went through the wall. But because of the gem thing, the orb.
Yeah, because the Rotom had the orb activated, and so the mobile orb. So, when Steelix, by the way, it was a Mega Crystal Steelix, when that thing smashed into Rotom, thus sending it through the wall, we had to discuss whether or not it broke the effect of the orb.
Right, that was Wash. Yeah. That was
so Wash is doing well now. We have just exited the cave. Insert nature sounds as the time right now, for all of you wonderful people that keep track of time like I'm supposed to be doing. The time right now is it's 5-ish. Wash is here. Rose is here. Kyle is here. Victini's still here. Victini who at this point has turned the V wheel into a literal Wheel of Fortune machine, has spun the letters, because now there are letters instead of dollar amounts, has spun the letters V wheel for no real reason other than to buy time as you guys wait to ask Victini a question that I know you're going to ask.
Where are we going?
There we go.
Wait, what do you mean, where are we going? We know where we're going. Let's go. We knew where we were going.
No, but I had a feeling that we were going to ask it anyway. So, away we theoretically go. As Victini pulls out the map itself, and if you guys want to pull out your map, you can, although frankly speaking, it would take a lot of effort. You are a couple of miles, we're going to use miles here because I keep forgetting the word is technically units. We're a couple of units under Duval. We're south of Duval. And we're going over to the edge. The edge, based on your speeds, and I've done the math already, will take you there basically not night, but like night. So like a
few hours.
So dinner time-ish. Dinner time for me, which is like 9:30, but dinner time.
Yeah, we're going to the edge.
We're going to the edge, folks. It's time. We've only spent, I don't know, 2 arcs trying to get here? 3 arcs, actually? I don't even know.
I mean, Manaphy hatched in Arc 3.
But when did you realize you had to take Manaphy to the edge? I feel like that was...
Arc 3.
Was that Arc 3? Yeah, you probably put 2 and 2 together. Yeah.
We had the clues by then, right?
Yeah, you had the clues. That's a good point, yeah. So this is a thing you've been trying to do since original cast member, heck, before we knew Sandoran existed, before we went on the season-long single-player arc, back when Daisy was just a mere listener. All those days.
Daisy was here the whole time.
Almost, when Daisy was a listener, like standing behind me as opposed to sitting in front of me here. I don't know.
Yes.
You get the gist. Anyway, it's time. The edge. We are moments away. I threw a bottle for no real reason, and away we go as Victini points over to the east, because it's technically the east. Points over to the east and goes, "Well, this is great. First off," pulls out a piece of parchment from out of nowhere and checks a box. "That is 1 gem down." Wash is just like, "Yeah, man, it's real nice to finally have control over this," and just like sticks a hand up, and you see bubbles come out. Manaphy pops out of the bag like, "Oh."
Oh yeah, Manaphy and Wash would be great friends. Oh my goodness.
Manaphy points at the bubbles and goes, "You." No, Manaphy, these are bubbles. Bubble. There you go, buddy. You bubble. And Manaphy's trying to figure this out. Wash is vibing. Wash is going great. You guys, I assume, are like, yay, solution. As Victini pulls out the map as I was going, you can tell where my head is at, and points off in the distance. You can see the edge itself if you're looking at the map. For those of you at home, I don't know if you know this, because I talked about it once, but I haven't mentioned it in a while. In the description of the episode, so like right now, right here, there's actually a Google Drive link that is a drive to images of the entire region and each separate state. So you can actually do that and zoom in. It's decently well done. Zoom in to the Fluvius region where you can see Duval. You can see the little dots that represent what the cave is theoretically going to be, and you can also find the edge. And they are heading in that direction. Unless you guys don't want to do that. Do you want to go back in the cave for some reason?
What I want to do is I actually want to what's it called? I want to pull up this drive because I've never actually looked at this drive folder before, and now I'm just like, well, I want access to this.
Yeah, you should probably. They're probably better images than whatever I've sent you in the past.
No, yeah, exactly. I've been working off the same little crusty.
Arc 1.5 image.
Oh my god! Look at all these maps. Look at this map.
There we go.
Yeah, there's so. Oh my god, there's so many maps. Look at all these. Look at
and
all these.
You can zoom
maps.
in and read it.
Look at.
You can zoom in and read the words.
Maps.
They're not bad. There's a bunch.
Wow. So that's where we've been this whole time.
I like how I can't tell if that's Daisy or Rose talking, but effectively like wandering around the region like, whoa, there's a tree, there's a thing, and finally gets a map for the first time. It's like, we've been on this side?
Maybe a little both.
It's like, I thought I was on the East Coast. You're telling me I'm a Western kid? Or no, the vice versa. I'm a West Coast Eastern kid. You get the gist.
Now we actually have maps. Yay.
Yes, maps plural indeed. Anyway, now that you guys have that, it's a lot more helpful to know where you're going and what you're seeing. As you're heading towards the edge, which again will take the rest of the travel until the night. So I think without further ado, unless you really want to do something else, we can go walking away.
Yeah.
Unless you don't want to. I mean, it's up there.
Anirudh, stop stalling. Let's go to the
Let's
town
walk.
that we've been trying to go to for 2 years.
Let's go walking. And over this time period,
Why do we need to go underwater?
this question is for who?
I don't know. This is just Rose. Like, why do we need to go out into the water again?
Manaphy pops out of the bag, stares at you, and goes, "You."
Kyle looks over, like gives like a side eye over his shoulder, like towards Rose, like looking past Manaphy, like, you heard the kid.
So that's where the dew is?
You. Nods head vigorously.
Vigorously or
Okay.
just one single assertive nod?
Vigorously. I think Manaphy
Okay.
can taste the dew at this point.
Manaphy's just like, do, like almost head
Yeah.
banging as it says do.
What does it give us again?
Oh, my headphones came off.
Sorry, Rose, you were asking something.
What does the dew get us again?
I think Manaphy looks to you, Kyle.
Kyle looks to Manaphy. Just like, what do you want to do for it, kid?
Rose looks at Victini.
Oh, Victini probably would have an answer. Yeah, that's a fair
Victini looks
point.
at Wash.
Yeah, Victini looks at Wash. Wash is the one with the answer. No, Wash looks up the sky at me as I try to figure out who's going to give the answer. All right, let's pick this die.
I mean, Kyle knows like the Fiondu is in the book of myths. Like, we have looked at that. We have learned what the Fiondu is. Right?
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Who do you want to answer the question? I'll tell you right now, my dice luck has not improved as I rolled a 2. I think Manaphy responds with do, and just goes back in the bag
Starts
as
walking.
if that explained everything. Yeah, Manaphy pops out of the bag. It's like, look, clearly y'all don't understand my pain here, so I'm just going to go there myself.
I mean, we read about the Fiondu no more than 48 hours ago when Manaphy started talking about dew.
Right.
Right.
I just
So-
forget what it told us it did.
No, it's all good. The Sophion is effectively, I forget how exactly it's described, but it's basically a cure-all thing. Like, this thing
Yeah.
will cure anything. And
Right.
Sophion that Manaphy's really obsessed with. For what reason exactly? Not 100% sure. Manaphy seems to have some idea. And also, in that direction, Kyle has experienced that way is where the Aqua Monica is located, because they did a whole mini side quest thingy thing with a Kyogre and a Hoopa, and
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
passes
what I
the future
thought.
is the thing.
I
Yeah.
think Rose just thought the dew was connected.
I think they may be connected. In fact, just based on the sheer unlikely coincidences involved here. Like, Manaphy is needed, at least assuming the riddle has been solved correctly, Manaphy is needed to unlock Kyogre and allow the Aqua Monica to be given. So Manaphy's needed for that. And also, Manaphy just really wants this do thing for some reason. So they're probably connected in some way. Anyway, so y'all are heading out this way. Is that the only thing that you wanted to ask, Rose?
Oh yeah.
Just a reminder of what we're doing here. Okay, yeah, all right. And away we go. Continue some more as we travel on. It gets into the night, and in fact, when you get there, it is around 9:30ish. Like I said, it is dark. It is quiet. It's as you approach, you see a fishing village. I've used that a lot in recent arcs. That's the best way to describe it, because I can't quite say small village because it is a port village thingy thing. It's not populous. It's no Vulcanburg. It's no Thunder Tree, but it's got its own little ships and valleys and all that sort of stuff. But you get there, it is pitch black, dead of the night. One thing that you do note, which is something of importance, is as you walk up, you see that this village is one of those gated villages. So there's a gate that you're going to walk through, probably talk to some sentry guard or something like that as you guys approach. Victini, for Victini reasons, has to stay hidden. And in fact, I think at this point, unless you really want them to, is going to vamoosh into wherever the legendaries and mythicals go. Alright guys, so here's a game plan. Y'all are going to go that way, find a boat. I am going to go that way, because that's not where the water is. Okay. V-Wheel, any last things? V-Wheel spins. V-Wheel just says, don't drown. Well, V-Wheel has spoken. Okay, great. Uncharacteristically dark for the V-Wheel. I think that might be because it's nighttime.
I think when Victini finally leaves, Rose just looks at Kyle and is like, is every legendary you have met like that?
Kyle very aggressively shakes head no. And then stops halfway through the shaking head and just kind of, like Kyle's like beginning to shake his head vigorously no, and then just kind of tilts that and just like like a actually. Now I think about it.
Cool.
Well, because in Kyle's mind, Kyle was like, no, absolutely. Oh, Celebi.
Anyway, not the side tangent here, but you guys are at the gates. Congratulations.
Let's find a boat.
Well,
We have to get into the city first.
We also, it's nighttime. I think we're gonna sleep.
You want to sleep outside?
Well, I think we're gonna go into this town right here. There's a hotel. There's probably some sort of inn in the town.
Seems you've encountered a very difficult gate puzzle.
There is a gate. How do we get through the gate?
God, I mean, it's like a gated community. Kyle goes up and just knock.
I just open it and walk through.
I'm gonna regret this if it works. Roll a d20. Just dumb luck. No, you don't make it strength. Make it strength. I gotta add some skills.
Strength? Are we ripping the gate off its hinges?
It's to determine how old the gate is.
More of that, I think.
How rusty is the latch? Does it just crumble?
Oh, it's a 7.
Okay. The gate is strong, firm. Clearly, the water for years on end has not disrupted the lock, as you cannot open the gate, seemingly locked. Yeah, Kyle, your knock gets no answer.
Is there no lights on? No one around?
The only lights that you see are like street lights.
Okay, yeah, the street light, but there's no one near the gate.
No one near the gate.
And there's no buildings near the gate?
There are a couple of small houses, but all of those seem to have their lights out.
And no, like, toll booths?
No toll... I mean, I would, technically speaking, you're standing in front of one. The gate's here, and I assume the toll booths are... You're, like, right and left, right in front of the gates. No lights on there, either.
Is there a sign? It's like, hey,
there's no sign.
Hey, the edge is closed from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. See you
there
tomorrow.
are no signs, no. There are no signs.
Huh?
No signs, no nothing.
Alright, I guess we can't get in. Let's go home. Bye.
Daisy's like, alright, we're turning around.
Turn the ship around.
I didn't think I'd make it this far just to be
I can't believe that I faced a criminal organization, a mansion of puzzles, a giant crystal mega Celix thing, and the gate was the thing that broke me.
I don't know. Any ideas? It won't open.
I think
once Kyle has knocked and nothing happened, and Daisy has or Rose has very visibly pulled on the gate, which threw Kyle for a loop, but we're gonna ignore that for now. I think Kyle's just gonna turn to. Is Wash with us or is Rotom with us? Wash is with us, right?
Wash is with you right now, although you
Yeah.
can switch back and forth between them easily.
Well, yeah. I think I was just gonna turn to Wash, just eyebrow raised, just like, you know what's going on here?
Wash is kind of taking a look around. So do either of you guys know what today's date is?
No.
That's a good point, because I haven't told you recently. Today is August 24th, 2022, which is not 2022. It's 2023. What am I saying? Oh, this is not gonna be helpful. So the Edge the Fluvius in general has kind of like a festival thing that goes on the last week of August. All of them are out in the ocean, bro.
All right, I start running towards the ocean.
Why wouldn't the dancer have mentioned this? This feels like important information to know.
Yeah, I feel like the dancer probably could have mentioned this.
I mean,
also,
last time you were here, was there a gate?
There was a gate, yeah, but there's usually somebody there. But they kind of like isolate the
I was
town
asking
thing.
Kyle.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. I don't care. Forget about me. I suppose.
Kyle
Also-
never entered the town, so
Also, I'm not there anymore, so I'm running. So,
That's also true. Rose is
I
just
can't.
gone. No, you did enter the town. Remember, you entered from the other side, and as I may remind you then as well.
Started in the town.
Right. Oh yeah, you started in the town, and this is a reminder for that point. There was nobody there.
Oh right. I just thought
And
that.
there's nobody here now.
Oh. Huh.
It's a fun moment.
It was also daytime.
It was also daytime, yeah.
and it's daytime now.
No, it's not. It's very clearly nighttime.
looks up at very visible moon.
I may not have been clear about this. It's like 10 p.m. at night right now. Anyway, we could. Gosh, what would be the best plan here? Okay, so we have a couple options. We could try breaking the gate down. Honestly, they're not going to be fans of that, but well, they're not. We could try going into the ocean now itself without a boat, or come up with another solution. I don't know if anyone has any ideas here.
Am I near the water now on the downward sloping edge?
Rose,
of the...
I don't know. Do you want to be in the water? Do you want to be away from the water? You pick where you want to be.
I mean, if I'm...
We just see a sopping wet Rose on the other side of the gate. I made it.
Actually, you know what? Honestly, Rose, if that's a strategy, I'm not gonna hate on it. Roll me an athletics roll.
Well, before I do that though, I'm looking out into the water, seeing if I see anybody.
Give me an investigation. Does it be investigation or perception?
I mean, I would say perception because it's it's a sensory thing. It's not a what's the word I'm looking for? An actual connect the dots thing.
Okay. What'd you roll?
I was waiting until I knew what it was.
Oh, yeah. If you haven't rolled yet, then go ahead and roll perception.
That's a nat 20.
You know what? Honestly, we needed that because somebody had to spill it out, and it certainly had to be me.
All of the people suddenly come back into town, and they open the gate for her.
Yeah. Ooh. No. You know what? Screw it. You know what? We're bringing him. We're bringing him in here. We're doing it. We're bringing him here. So behind the gate there, I think you notice, Rose. There's a lot of people. You can actually see them. A lot of them are swimming around. A lot of water types. In fact, exclusively water, ice, swimming types, whatever you want to classify that as, are in the water here. Probably because it's the Edge, probably Port Town. Maybe just just had people grew up and stayed in the town or whatever. And you see a lot of them. You can't really tell what they're doing, even with a nat 20. They're just far away, but they seem to be doing some sort of festival-y thing. They're in the water and having this celebration. You also notice that there's a Pokemon that pops out of the water, coming into town. Small little Pokemon, coming into town. And I think if you want to, you can kind of wave them over, be like, "Hey, can you come to the gates?"
Hey, I'm
They're too
here.
far away, but I think they see you.
Hey.
And they kind of look confused, and they just point to the gates like, do you need the gates?
I just give a thumbs up.
They kind of give like a thumbs up of their own, and start waddling over to the gates. And so you...
Hey! Wait, no. No, wait, no, it can't be. Wait, no, it can't be. No, wait, no.
And so, Rose, as you pop out of the water...
Anirudh, your choice of words gives me hope.
And so, Rose, you pop out of the water, I think soaking wet, but kind of, I don't know. How about, do you know, would you do like a dog thing of just like fluffing around, like wiggling around to get them This is about the etymology, and not the etymology, the physiology, the anatomy. There you go. The anatomy of a Naudino, which
probably not. I think I like shake one leg, shake another leg, and then like uncurl my little ear curl things, and then they pop back, and then I'm like dried off.
Gotcha. And you pop back up. Wash is there. Kyle's there, and I think you probably mentioned like, hey, someone's going to the gates.
I just point. I did it.
And waddling up, and I'm using that word again specifically for this purpose. Waddling up is the man, the myth, the legend, the MVP of Arc 1, I think. Hold up, I gotta make sure I got... Did I give him a name? I did not. Exclusively. I have him listed in my sheet as unnamed.
Well, he doesn't need a name. He's him.
He's him. Waddling up to the gate, opens the door. It's like kind of like looks at you guys. Faint recognition on his face, and he takes his flipper, and slams a button open as the gates open, and in front of you is the one, the only, the Piplup.
Hello, this is Daisy, and I'm gonna make this midsection quick because you might have guessed this is a bit of a wild episode. Fun things happen when we record at night, I guess. So let's get to it. You know what's coming up. If you enjoyed the show, you can leave us a review, ratings, and share us. Share us with somebody else whose cat starts to scream at them when they don't give them attention. You know all the places you can talk to us in the description: Gmail, Discord, Twitter, and check out the website, netascratchcast.com. For this episode, we want to thank Glitch X City for the songs Kirby's Dream Land, Lo-Fi Remix, Undella Town, Slumbering Weald, Sun and Moon, A Vast Pony Canyon Remix, and Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, Inside the Houses Remix. We also want to thank Tabletop Audio for the song Forest Day. Shoutouts right here to our patrons. We have a Patreon with a lot of extra benefits. You all know what's up. Patrons are Ginny, Ursina83, Eli, Pure Glaceon, Damon Liger, Simon Pelowakin, Fennec, Evelyn C, Robert O, Arming Sword and Buckler, Blue Irawir, and Dark Rye Drive. Thank you, patrons. Once again, more info about our Patreon on Discord and Twitter. Now, I think I have taken up enough of your time here in the midsection, so let's see what other shenanigans we get up to.
My God, let's go!
I don't know if
thank you.
I don't, Daisy. Do you know who this Piplup is? Like Daisy.
Me? Yeah.
Okay, great. Just making sure. Anyway, so Kyle, would you recognize this person?
It's a good question. Because what was the extent of their interaction?
He gave, if I'm not mistaken, either your first or one of your first like rescue missions. Just straight up, hey, guy in the forest stole my blue gummy. Please go get it for me. And then
that was it.
Chaos.
That was it. No, that was it. That was it. It was just a simple guild, first simple guild task that in our story universe Kyle and Ralph did. In this Kyle's universe, Kyle did solo. and it was just oh hey, here's your gummy. But there was something that made it eventful. Did the Piplup come with us? No. But like I feel like I remember the Piplup like.
Oh no, I remember what it was. I think you used the blue gummy as bait or something like that. I think you got the blue gummy back and then used it as bait to find the guy who. There was something about that.
Yeah, but that also seems like a Ralph idea. So I don't know.
Well,
if
Ralph was there at the time, so.
No, but like this Kyle right did that solo.
Would this Piplup be as frustrated as that one?
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't know.
All I know is that his voice.
I don't remember the interaction that Kyle specifically had with this Piplup.
The moment Ralph splits from Kyle, it's a completely different universe, so we can do whatever we want. Piplup's the hero. You fought the thief together. Piplup's the hero. You fought the thief together.
We could spin it that way.
If the events happened in some different order, right? Where, Kyle comes up to this clearing and there's this Piplup standing in the clearing and Kyle's about to give it the blue gummy, and then who did the thief end up being?
I didn't listen that far.
I'm not gonna make you listen back for it, but whatever Pokemon it is just like swoops in and like tries to take the gummy, right? I was just saying, if the thief happened to show up as Kyle was, handing over the gummy and receiving his payment from the Piplup, right?
I think that makes it more fun. Yeah.
If that happened, the question is, Kyle would have fought off the thief and apprehended them. Would the Piplup have hopped in, or would the Piplup have stayed back? Is this Piplup a fighter?
I think. Is this Piplup a fighter? Excuse me. Like the title of the episode says, and this is totally fact because I totally didn't just make this up as I was listening. He's an Italian from Boston with a New York mother and a Chicago father. I don't know what you're talking about. Is he a fighter?
All right,
he was
say
born
less.
scrap.
Say less.
He's a brother
right.
who's a surfer.
Listeners,
That
it's
is
up
also-
to you to decide how Ralph splitting off from Kyle ended up with this.
With this, shrugs.
To answer the question that started this whole tangent, yes, Kyle recognizes this Piplup.
Oh man!
Now that we've established all this, I think it's fair to say they recognize each other. But I don't think it's like I don't think they're best friends. I think it's like, oh hey, what's up? How's it going? I don't know you. I know you. How you been? Right? Like that whole deal. But like, that's all conveyed in just eyes widened in recognition and a Nile and like a not like a nod, but like the upward head nod of recognition. That one just like, hey.
and it may be hard to remember, but previously, before that happened, Rose had went, "Oh my goodness, thank you so much. We were stuck out here."
All right, let me figure out how this works. I don't know what accent I was trying to do initially, but that might be a Boston accent. That might be why, because I can't do a Boston accent. I'm gonna tell you right now, he does not remember your name. No need to roll for this. Got no clue who you are. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Kyle just like gives a smile and a nod, and it's like, the guy's just like, I'm good. How you been?
Hey, it's all good. You know how it is at the Edge, doing what the Edge does as a guild life doing it. You got some friends. Hey, welcome, mi casa e su casa, or whatever the words are. Come on in.
Thanks.
You're looking a little wet around the ears there. You need a towel or something?
No, I'm good. And I
Sure
just
about
do
that?
the same thing where I uncurl the curls and water just splashes out.
Didn't know that worked. So you're good. You are a water type. How are you doing? And what exactly? You here for the festival? You three here for the festival?
Kyle just shakes his head no, and it's just like, yeah, we were just passing through. We're looking if we can get some place to stay for the night. We're heading out on the water tomorrow, actually.
Hey, buddy-o. I said this from the start, okay? Mi casa, e su casa, or tu casa, or casa de casa, man. Come on.
Okay, where do we go?
Just follow me. You come on over. you guys, what? As you guys are walking through the town here, so you guys just visiting for the festival itself, just kind of in the area, because this is pretty far away from where we last met.
Yeah.
He says, clear recognition. He knows you because he knows you, but he does not know where he knows you from.
Wait, you two know each other?
Oh, me and Buddy Boy here go back ages ago. What was it? It must have been. He's looking directly at you as he's trying to figure out this date.
I'd love to hear the story.
It was
what happened?
It was 15. Nah, 6. No, like judging your face as he said, 15, 10, 5, 3 months ago. Yeah, 3 months.
I as you were doing that, I was just sitting here in front of my microphone that only picks up sound, doing Kyle's facial expressions during that whole exchange. Yeah.
It was like three-ish months ago. He helped me out of a jam. I was in a predicament here, blue gummies and all that. Manaphy pops out of nowhere, and you kind of like stuff Manaphy back in the bag. So his blue gummies is mentioned. He's like, no. It's like, no, Manaphy, calm down.
I sneakily step in front of the bag and hold a Poke Puff out behind me for Manaphy.
Manaphy's like, Yeah, it's
Kyle's just like nodding along. I'm sure the Piplup's still talking. The Kyle's just nodding along, like corroborating
there was
the
all
story.
This stuff, and there was a Staryu, and it came out of nowhere, and we were wondering what we were gonna do, cause he was a rookie, you see, and I, the wily veteran, came up and gave him the advice he needed. The strategies to beat a water type. He's a grass type. He could beat him, but still, nothing as wily as that thief. They swifted us. They water gunned us. They used hydro pump. They were all over the place. And I, just on the brink of despair here, just striking out. Nearly needing a moment, a little gasp. That's where I provided the assist. It was a play. It was beautiful. It was Raja Rondo in his prime, baby. This is prime version of things.
Wow.
He has that's the only version of Boston I'm going to get. There's no accent of this. I'm just going to bring out random Celtics references and see
there you go. There you go.
Kyle,
anyway,
I didn't know you got into such adventures.
Kyle, in response to Rose, just kind of pulls out his guild badge with just a look of just like...
My dear friend, this badge here symbolizes honor. It symbolizes a god. I'm sounding like John F. Kennedy now. That's how much this symbolizes this word.
Rose has a badge too, right?
Yes. Well,
yes, but yours doesn't switch.
Right.
Yeah, Rose's only ever shows Recruits of the Lost. When Kyle pulls out his badge right now, it shows it shows the battle hammers. Is that what they're called?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait, what would happen if a random person saw my badge then?
They would be very confused.
They don't.
Oh.
They don't see it. You don't show people your badge. You don't show people your badge.
You could. That would make the finale dramatically different.
Piplup, who are you? Who did you see?
Who am I? I'm the one and only I-am. Him.
He double I-am. Him.
It's
Oh gosh. Oh no.
Because I can hear Anirudh's brain scrambling to make it work. He double I-am. We can Anirudh. We can fast forward to we're at his place and we're going to bed and we're gonna wake up next episode. How's that?
Yeah,
Make your life a little easier.
I'm gonna roll a dice when I go to bed. I rolled a 17.
Cool. Something's gonna happen. Mohammed, you wanna roll just for Giggles, why not?
No, I'm not rolling dice unprompted anymore. I've learned my lesson.
All right, that's fine. So something happens maybe to Daisy, maybe, I don't actually know. Thankfully, because my brain is broken right now, so we will just solve this on the next recording. As that's the end of this episode. Who knows what this episode looks like? I know what the title's going to be for this episode. 5 letters for you. H-E-I-I-M.
He-double-I-M.
So, thank you everyone for listening, watching, and supporting in any way, shape, or form that you do. I've been your PM, your DM, your Anirudh himself.
I've been Muhammad playing Kyle.
And I don't know whether to say you're welcome, I'm sorry, or thank you.
All of them. All
I'm
of them.
Daisy.
And until next time, remember, who the man? Who is the man? It is H-E-I-I-M. It doesn't work the same. I agree.